Good morning, guys. I have just made a smoothie and I'm so happy because my wife got me some more organic turmeric, which I put in my smoothie this morning. Turmeric is really good for, it helps improve your memory. Inspiration, inspiritus, comes in many fashions, comes in many forms. For myself, I came across Steve Harvey today. He is the host of Family Feud. He's a stand-up comedian forever. At the end of one of the tapings of Family Feud, he came out and spoke to the audience. And it was very inspiring, very succinct, very soulful. I have been inspired by this speech that Steve Harvey gave. He talks about, in order to move on to the next level in your life, if you feel like there's something more in your life, something bigger, something that's out there, outside of the routine you're stuck into, you've got to jump. When you jump, your parachute will open, maybe hit some rocks, as he described it, getting some bumps and bruises, but your parachute will open on the initial jump, and you just got to get used to jumping, doing things, getting out there, motivating yourself. But his main point is to jump. We all need it. We all have that little inkling in the back of our head. We can do more. We can move on to the next level. That's what I'm really feeling now in the beginning of this 2016. I feel inspired to make things happen with my acting. I've been putting the work in, feel my craft is getting better. I'm doing the work now. It's just time to get out there. It's time to jump. Guys, I really apologize. It wasn't actually Steve Harvey. It was someone else. One of the key components of this 2016 for you and for me is exercise. If your body is a conduit for inspiration, the better in shape your body is, the easier inspiration will travel to you. That's why, even though I still have a little bit of this cold and I don't feel like it, we're going for a run. I am on my cool down walk just after my run. While I was running, one of the things I really love about running is it gives you time with your thoughts. There's no electronics in front of you. It's just you, your muscles, and your brain, heart, lungs, all working together. While I was running, I thought of two separate things. First, I thought of the time when I was in Toronto and I used to do stand-up at Yuck Yucks. And this has to do with perfectionism, ties in with inspiration and cutting off the inspiration. I think it's important to be great. I don't think it's important to be perfect. I don't know what perfect is. I've never seen perfect. I have no idea how to pursue towards perfect. I know how to pursue towards great. The point being is, when I was doing stand-up, I used to have this perfect setup before I went on stage. I had to go to a certain restaurant, eat a certain food, walk along the street a certain way. Everything had to be in my head perfect and in order for me to go on stage. It wasn't until years later when I realized that it doesn't have to be perfect. But as long as you pursue towards greatness, just the fact of doing it. So once I got that into my head that I just went and did the stand-up, things really started to escalate for me. Point number 2, the hardest thing when you start running is day 1. You have all this weight that you've accumulated and you're trying to get rid of it. You're trying to be healthy. It's really hard to run with an extra 40 pounds on yourself, 50, 60, 70, even 5 pounds for some people. It's really difficult. The idea is that when you run, it gets easier because you're building your muscles and you're losing weight. The lighter you become, the more muscle you have, the easier it is for you to run. So just keep that in mind when you're starting out. If you're starting a running program, if you're not up to the running side of things, just start with walking. Burn those calories, get them off your body. It will become easier. Just keep doing it. Okay, here is my point. I am sick, I do not feel well, I'm overweight, but I'm doing it. I'm getting out there and doing it. Do it when you don't feel like doing it. I know you guys can do it because I am doing it and I do not feel well. Just do little steps, tiny little steps. It's like that Bill Murray movie from years ago. Take it step by step by step. Start out with walking, start out with make your food portions smaller. Just get out there and start moving your bodies, guys. I know you can do it. Looks like I'm gonna be doing a little auto maintenance. This here is a plastic underpan on my car. There are big pieces of concrete that have lifted up because there was a tree that grew up there and now it's growing in our driveway. So let's get out some wrenches and make that happen. Okay, I'm thinking cut this right here and just take the whole panel off instead of trying to reattach this whole thing. I'm sure it's important, but I don't know. I think it's time to get rid of it. My dad always said there's always a tool for the job. In this particular situation, we're using gardening shears. Now the car doesn't have all that plasticky stuff hanging down here, so it's not gonna catch on the cement coming in. So I think it's all good. There it is, guys. I was able to extract 2 teeth. This is the molar here, and this is a wisdom tooth that was just growing in. My car's gonna make a full recovery. The next thing on the docket is to clean up this area here. Computer is in the back of my car. I've been going back and forth to work because Carol has been sick and I've been bringing my computer. Haven't got my laptop yet. So I thought it would be a great time to clean up. There's probably a couple of months worth of disorganization in there, and I always seem at the beginning of the new year to do a general cleanup, get everything in order. I find that it just opens up the creative forces a lot better. So that's what I'm working on right now. Boom! That's how we do that. Everything nice and clean now, and it feels good. Feels like I want to create something. I did not complete everything as this is still messy over here. Not to let that bother me though. I did get the desk all cleaned up and I'll do the other side at another point. I'm just running late on time. One of my goals accomplished, clean up my desk. Boom! Another component to clean up is getting things done. There's always little projects or big projects that need to get done. They've been floating around in our head for a long time. Part of today is getting a lot of those little projects done. Here's an example. I've got Dara's helmet here. When we first bought it, she had broken off a part in there that keeps this visor on. Got it clamped off, and I'm gonna put some 5-minute epoxy on here. Of course, we'll take the clamps off before we put it on her head. Guys, I am just fresh out of the shower. I clean up pretty good, huh? Not bad. Anyway, I am racing over to the store. Carol has been working this morning. She has been sick the last couple days. She's feeling better, but she's still not 100%. So I'm gonna go in and be the closer for the afternoon shift. She can go and pick up Dara, and then they can go off and do their thing. Dara's also still feeling sick. They're not 100%. I hope they feel better, because I know it sucks when you're not feeling well. Carol was just tied up at the store with a lady and we didn't want to break that up. I'm actually going over and picking up the magical, the talented, the semi-sick Dara at Crossroads right now. She gets out of school early, so picking her up. Dara and I have just arrived here at Bark Williams. This is the spa we take Mo to. He is inside getting groomed and we're just picking up now. Let's go see what kind of a new do he has. They did an awesome job on Mo, especially his tail. He looks like a little rabbit now. Guys, I am with the parking lot guy right here, and it is freezing. He has been standing outside all day and it's really cold. So let's get straight to this English lesson today. We are going once again to famous quotes from Brazil. So the phrase we have today, who does not have dog hunts with cat?
Who does not have dog runs with cat?
Yes! Okay, we'll do it again. Who does not have dog hunts with cat?
Who does not have dog runs with cat?
Awesome. Now, as a bonus, I'm now going to say it in Portuguese. He's going to say it and then I'll repeat it.
Quem não tem cão, caça com gato.
Quem não tem cão, caça com gato. Let's do it one more time.
Quem não tem cão, caça com gato.
Quem não tem cão, caça com gato. Yes!
Perfect.
Okay, so an interesting fact about the parking lot guy is he does not know my name. I'm realizing it now. He calls me sir. I think it's interesting that I've never told him my name and he's never asked. I asked him his name, but I still call him the parking lot guy. And he doesn't know my name and he calls me sir. Huh. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. You know, I love it when you spend some time with me. I also love it when you comment down below. Always am interested to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you like anything that happened in this video today, even if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up. Why not? What the hell, huh? What else do we have there? Oh, yes. And guys, let's get the subscribers going through the roof. I'm at 14 subscribers today and we're on our way to 1 million. So why don't you get on board now so you can say you were one of the early people to get on this vlog as it goes through to 1 million subscribers. Thanks, guys.